Hello, and welcome back to Lubelska Dolina for episode 8 in the adventures of Feldkorp. Good morning everyone. Here we are, the beginning of day 2, early summer. It's 5:30 in the morning. It's a bit on the early side, but the sun is out, so we might as well get up and start doing some things. And we've got an interesting day ahead of us. We also had an interesting night behind us as well. As the graphic on screen will show round about now, we ploughed through a bunch of contracts. And the thing with a map like this is, obviously there's a lot of small fields, so you have to do a lot of little contracts to get the money. You know, there's not too many large payout contracts, sadly. But, you know, we carry on and we plug away, we get some money. And oh, I left the barn open and the light on. That's not cool. Turn that off and shut the door on the way out there. Let's see. Now I've got to remember what we're doing today. Well, since it is the second part of day 2, early summer, what we're going to do is try something new. So we are going to hop into the Unitrack here and toddle off down to the store, because we've got a sort of a shopping list of some things we need to get. And as you can see up in the top right there, because of our work last night, we've managed to get up to just over 70,000 euros. Now that is going to help us immensely, because we have a number of items that we want to get, because we are going to try something new today. Well, I mean, I say new, it's, you know, new to this this Let's Play, I suppose you could say, but it's not like a massively new technique or anything weird. But yeah, so let's come down here and we'll talk about what's happening. So just pull up to the shop sign there, and I've immediately realised I've forgotten one important thing, but that's fine. Okay, so if we hop over to the contracts page, you'll notice we now have baling contracts available. And that's really, really useful, because baling contracts you can make a fair bit of money from. Not always instantly, obviously, because with seasons the bales will take a bit of time to ferment into actual silage, but that does mean that we can do some contracts, get some bales piled up down next to the BGA or at our farm somewhere, and then hopefully in a few days, once they've turned into silage, we can plonk them into the BGA and get a bit more money. So that will be nice. But all we've got at the moment is a mower. And it's not a bad mower. We've seen it before. It cuts grass. You know, it's pretty good. So what we're going to do is accept this contract. And as with all the other sort of contracts, we have to do it with our own equipment. So let's see, we've got the, well, let me run back to the house, to the farm quick and grab the mower. So I shall be right back. Okay, here we are back at the store with the mower. Okay, so there's a few things we are going to need to do these baling contracts. We've got the mower, we're also going to need a baler. That's the first important thing. And let's hop over here to the balers. The one I have in mind is not the cheapest available, because I've got a few odds and ends installed here. Was that it? No, that wasn't it. It was over this end. Ah, there it is. We are going to get this. They have a used one here that we can get, so that's going to knock it down to 27 grand. Nice little baler, this made by Metal Fresh, I think is the pronunciation for that, and it is a Polish manufacturer, Polish brand I believe. Now I did just notice we are possibly going to need the drawbar if we're going to use it with this, with the Unitrack, but we might be using that with the tractor, so we'll purchase that straight away, because that's an important one. Now, the next thing we are going to need is, well, the next thing we're going to get is a windrower. Now, we could get like an extra mower and do I know I mean mowers, not windrowers, but since we've got the front sip mower all the way down the end here, here it is, we could get this side one, also rear one rather, that sticks out the side, in which case we could mow a bit more, and then we'd have to give it a pass over with a windrower too. So it's kind of almost like double handling the grass. So what I'm thinking is we're going to turn our little Unitrack into a combination mower windrower. But the interesting thing with this is we're going to try out one of these Alpine DLC ones. We got the VStRuk, ironically same brand as the mower. We've got the SIP Favorite 254. Now that is a side, or it windrows out to the side. You see there we got that that little flap out there. So we are going to buy one of those. They don't have any used ones, so we've got to get this one at the regular price, but it's only £5 so that's not terrible. Okay, so we've got that now. And let's see what else we're going to do. We are going to need a baler wrapper. The one that I'm looking at getting is this Ursus here. So let's have a look at that. And again, that's going to probably need the drawbar to hook up to. Not sure. That might hook up okay to the Unitrack. We'll have to give it a try and see. But we are going to need one of those. We're not going to get that just yet. So obviously we've got to get over there and start mowing, and we'll have to bring stuff back and forth anyway. So it's not going to hurt to have a few things set up first. But what we are also going to need is some attachments for the tractor. Okay, so we're going to need a front loader arm for the tractor. And that comes in just grey. Oh, we can get a metal fash one. Let's get that one. So catch that. And we should hopefully have a bale spike around here we can get. There it is. How much are the manure forks? Yeah, they're still a bit pricey. Well, let's grab the bale spike there. We can pop that on. That's good, so that'll mean we can at least pick up the bales. Now, I know it's a spike and we're doing bales that are wrapped, but luckily there is a fantastic little invention called bale tape. I think it's called bale tape. But yeah, basically if you puncture the bales you can just slap a tape patch on it and it seals it incredibly well and allows it to keep fermenting, which is handy. So now we're going to have to get the tractor down here as well now to pick up some of this. So I shall be right back again. Here we are back with our lovely little Ursus tractor here. We are just going to hook up that front fork there and grab the bale fork. Or front loader forks I should say. Okay, there we go. Okay, and the bale fork, pick that up as well. Yeah, lovely. Okay, so we are going to, let's see, what else do we need? Okay, we can still see fairly well out of that. So we've got the baler here. Yeah, I think we're going to hook up to that with this. For now. Okay, there we go. Okay, everything's attached, and that can run off down to the field shortly. Or at least we'll drive this down and we'll have the Unitrack follow us. So just pull out here. This is fortunately a one-way street, so we should be safe just to stop there for a minute. Okay, so let's run back over and grab the Unitrack. And pick up that handy windrower there. So it'll be good because even though it just windrows out to the left, I think it's the left. Yeah, I think this is supposed to be a front windrower, but it does work on the back of this as well. So we are just going to pull up to that. hopefully. Hopefully we are not too... Oh, a little bit of room. There we go. Okay. Get that attached. Where are we? Ah, there we go. Smashing. Okay, yeah, so that is going to windrow out to the left side of the unitrack. So, fortunately, it's about the same width as the mower, which is really handy because we can sort of go up one side and down the other, and it will windrow to the left. And yeah, we can basically make a 5 meter wide windrow and get that set up quite nicely. So we are going down to field 99, I think it was, yes. Let's see where that one is. It is down there. Okay, now this is essentially just a test at the moment because you know, we've got a nice, small, fairly safe field. So let's head off and see what kind of trouble we can get into with this thing. But yeah, we will come back and grab the baler wrapper here in a minute as well, I think, and see how we go. But yeah, I'm hoping this is going to really help us out with getting some extra money in so we can start paying down the loan a bit more. We haven't quite broken the €5,000 interest barrier yet. I think last night it was about 5,100, something like that. But we're getting there. Yeah. I think once harvest season kicks in full force, then we'll definitely be doing a bit better. Yeah, we'll be able to get some harvest contracts and some straw. In fact, if we bale the straw, any straw we get from harvest contracts, that will help as well. Every little bit helps. Let's make sure we are still... Oh, yep, got our buddy with us still. Lovely. Okay, let's swing up here. Just check the map quick. Where are we? Okay, yep. Take the next left and then the next right. Yeah, so for right now, the other reason for trying a small field out is I don't mind a little bit of back and forth just to bring the equipment over. Essentially this is just a test to see if we can, there's like a proof of concept test, I suppose you could say. We do this first on a fairly simple field and make sure it does actually work. And then we can maybe look at grabbing a trailer as well. Because at least if we have like a flatbed or small trailer like that i4 Williams, then you know, we can put some of the equipment onto it. And, oh, there's a tree that's fallen down in the road. That's interesting and dangerous. Well, at least they've got it coned off, that's nice. I wonder when that happened. Maybe last winter before we got here. We get to go through the forest a bit here, see some of the sights that we haven't really seen yet. And field 99 is going to be around here somewhere. Just check in case it's up this. Oh no, we follow the road around a bit more. And it should be on our left. But yeah, there's some nice fields rolling off there into the distance. One of the sell points is over here as well. I think this is a grain mill type sell point, but I'm not sure. Yeah, we'll figure that all out a little bit more as we go. Okay, this looks like the field. So let's just pull in here quick. And see where we are. Yep, this is definitely field 99 down here. Okay, let's get off the road. Up on the baler there. Okay. Now, this will be our mower, so let's just get this set up quick where we want to start. And I think if we start this end and try not to hit a tree, that'd be a great start. Break the mower. Yeah, so yeah, we'll let's look at the left side. Okay, yeah, hopefully we can start round about there. And we'll be windrowing that off to the left. So basically just set a couple of headlands in up near this this end first, and probably the same down the other end too. Okay. And we are going to, let's see, where can we pop this? Okay, let's pop this back down there. And we'll just leave it in the shade over here. We can pick that up in a bit. So, let's see. Reverse in. Lovely, there we go. Okay, we should just set this off here. Smashing. Okay, so what we are going to need to do now is give, not that menu, give the store a quick call and get that baler wrapper. Because obviously once we start going with everything, we are going to need to bale it fairly quickly. So, baling, here we go. Okay, yep, since we are in Ursus country, we shall get the Ursus, and because we're doing contract ones, let's just go with black. It's a nice obvious colour, for me at least. The rest of them are, I mean, I can kind of see the white, and I think that's like a mint green, really pale green there, but yeah, we'll go with the black wrap for this one. Okay, let's get that ordered. Okay, we are going through that money. That's a good thing we did all those contracts last night, isn't it? Okay, back to the store we go. I shall run up and grab that and come back down and see you all in a minute. Okay, here we are back down at the field. I took the liberty of reattaching the 1014, I think it is? 1012. Yeah, the Ursus 1012 back up to the baler here. So now we are going to run over and get started on this mowing job. And hopefully it won't take too long. Yeah, we'll get a couple of headlands done here and see how things go. Now, I did notice when we were mowing our field that when it's on ×5 time speed, we have a habit of actually losing some of the grass, which is not the best thing in the world to be happening while we're actually mowing grass. But not much we can do about that, sadly. So we've got it down on ×1 speed. So at least we can hopefully... Oh wow, did I lift? Oh, I lifted the wrong thing. Rude. I'd meant to lift the mower, not the rear thing there. But yeah, let's mow this. See, now it's kind of working properly, as intended. I just kind of goofed it up a bit. So let's try that again. Going this way. No, drop that down. Oh, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons today. Okay. Yeah, that is popping that out to the side. That's lovely. Get that mowed quick. Yeah. Splendid. And if we turn around. Get that mowed. Yeah, there we go. There's a little funky on that side there, but generally speaking, I think we've done all right. Don't have access to that now, so that's fine. Okay, let's lift that quick as well. So now we are going to start going up and down, I think. We may have to do a couple of quick headlands at the other end as well, but we shall see. So, oh wow, this thing is still picking up even though it's not raised, even though it's raised. Interesting. Let's get as close to the edge as we can. And let's get this mowing job on the go. coming down the end of the last strip of grass here. And I think that's turned out pretty well, all things considered. It could have been a lot worse. We've got some fairly decent windrows here, which are not awful. It took a little bit of finagling to get it to do properly, but I think overall, for a first attempt, it's actually not too terribly bad. So let's turn that one off as well. There we go. Now the next challenge is going to be to get it all baled, and then wrapped, and then taken over to the place that it's going. Now just have to, here we go, sides down on that. So for now, since we don't have a trailer at the moment, like a flatbed, we're just going to pop the bales onto this once they're made and wrapped and take them up. Probably we might be able to get 4, possibly 8 on there if we load it up. We'll see how that goes. But let's hop into our favourite ReverS and see about getting some of this stuff wrapped, or baled rather. Let's just pick up some of this here. We did make a little bit of a mess, but hopefully we can just clear it up fairly quickly. Okay. Just a little bit of a headland done. And yeah, I'm just going to complain we don't have access to the field. Well, I know it's not technically ours, but we're just driving on it for now. Okay. Well, we've almost got a bale already. That's very handy. I'm not going to complain about that. Okay, let's see if we can't get that last little patch. And then start on the nice long haul straight up there. Wow, yep. First bale, and we haven't even got terribly far down there. That's lovely. It should open up in a second. Did I? Oh no, pressed the wrong button. There we go, grass bale number 1. And we are off. We are not 100% sure how wide the pickup is on this. That's going away. And plus there's a weird little lump in the ground there as well, it seems like. Okay, we may have to catch that on the way back. But for now, let's see what we can do. Okay, here we are on the last stretch of grass here now. We should get one more bale out of this and a little bit of bonus grass for whatever we do next. And I suspect we'll be doing quite a few of these baling contracts, so it's not going to hurt to have a few 100 litres of grass already primed in the baler, ready to go. So assuming it doesn't rot away because of seasons. We shall see. Oh well, actually got quite a lot out of that last little bit. Sadly there's nothing else left that we can mow really, but we've got a good number of bales there. We've got one up there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We've got about 12 bales off that. That's not half bad, is it? Okay, so we shall now pop this just over here off to the side. save that for pickup later on. And do a quick circle around that wrapper, pick that up and start wrapping. At least we would if I could figure out how to go forwards. Come on. There we go. I think the terrain might be just a tiny bit wonky around here in these little corners, but that's okay. So, attach this, and let's see how we go. Open her up. Okay, nice. And that's basically just this now, so onwards we go. Oh, this is really quite embarrassing, isn't it? What am I stuck on? It's not that tree. Okay, something very weird is going on with the edge of this field here. Okay, there we go. Ah, splendid. Well, now that's the embarrassing part done. Let's head on to the next bale and continue on. Alright, well, now we've got a full, whatever this thing is, unitrack. We've got a full unitrack, that's what we've got. And boy is this thing wobbly. So we are going to head up to the barn, I believe. Let's just double check the map. All the way up to, yep, up to the barn. So the easiest way is probably going to be on the main roads. Yeah, I'd say so. Okay, well, off we go. That is... ooh, that's a wobbly beast, that. We are going to have to be so careful here, or we are going to go for a burton on one of these corners. And nobody wants to see that, do they? Well, I don't know, some people might want to see that. That could be quite comical. It's probably not much better from the inside view, is it? Yeah, a little floaty over the hill there. But just coast down. Oh yeah, we got this fallen tree to be aware of here, so don't want to go too fast around this patch. Oh good lord, that's... Oh, accidentally ran over some crop. That was not... I should have stayed on the road there. Yeah, this is probably a tiny bit overloaded, I would say. But, you know... How bad could it be? I mean, really, we've only got 8 bales on it. It's not the world's most massive thing. But it's probably... God, yeah, look at the deformation on that rear tyre there. Oops, it seemed a tiny bit more than expected. Yeah, this is well overloaded. In fact, what I might do is turn off the all-wheel steering here. If that's any safer. Yeah, that might be a tiny bit safer for us. But if we hit one of these curbs, we are going over, no doubt about it. But hey, at least they're strapped on. Yeah, can't beat that. So, obviously these are contract ones for now, so we won't get any extra pay for them. And you know, I'm not even sure how we're going to unload these things. Have to see once we get to the barn. Hopefully it'll just take them off the back of this. That would be the best option. So let's go this way. Let's see what we can do. Because what I'm thinking perhaps is if we get like a small one of those small I4 Williams trailers. Then we could back onto it and drop off this windrower, because it's fairly thin, and then maybe put the baler up on it as well. That would be... oh yes, it's much nicer in the corners now, we don't have a wheel steer on. Yeah, that might actually be quite a good idea, because at least then we can transport everything over, hopefully in one shot, because this should be able to tow the trailer, and if not then we can just tow something else with this, and have the Ursus tractor there, the 1012, pulling the trailer. But we should at least be able to get all the equipment on. At least that's my hope. So we shall see what's going on down here. Oh yeah, here's the barn now. Take a very cautious turn. I'm so glad I didn't have all-wheel steering on for that, because we would have probably lost it. Yeah. I mean, we've got, what, 4, 8, 12, 24,000 litres of grass on this. That's quite a bit. Probably more than this thing's supposed to take. Okay, let's slowly putter along here. In fact, let's check the contract quick and see how we're doing. 20% done. Okay. And when we deliver it, is it gonna take it for one? Oh, there we go. 63% for 4. Okay, so if I can do this right, we might be able to see if I go forwards and then stop suddenly. Will that tip them forwards? Yes, it has. Right, strap those two quick. Perhaps not the most sensible stacking. Let's push these in. There we go. 90. Oh, that's rude. So we're going to need one more. Okay. Careful. Actually, we're going to keep that strapped. We just need one. There we go. Contract finished. Lovely. Okay, there we go with that. Well, that was nice. So we've got... I'm not sure how many more we've got now. I think we have 4 more down at the field, so that would be 5 in total. That's actually pretty nice. Okay, so what we are going to do now is we'll complete that when we get there. Let's have a look for another fairly small one, because that was only 3,000. Yeah, something like that, 3,000. So let's pick another one that's around about that. Well, there's one for 4,000, field 61. So we've got 18, 55, 56, 61 and 66. Okay, 18's going to be quite the way off. Well, not the way, yeah, that's 18 there. Oh, that's a nice big one. Now that shouldn't be too hard to do. Yeah, that'll just be a long, long job. So yeah. But, not terrible. I mean, it'll just be a lot of back and forth on that one. And we said, did we say 51? Possibly 51 up there. And 55 and 56 and 66. Those are all pretty decent. I mean, if we can work our way through those, that will be very, very handy. Okay, well, what we are going to do now then is we're going to have to get these to the BGA, so I think what we may need to do with that tractor as well is possibly drop some front weights on it. Not front weights, rear, like wheel weights, just to help out with the movement there, because it looks like that baler wrapper was sitting fairly high. For some reason it picked the top pin hitch and not the bottom one, but I don't think there's a way we can change that. Although if we put the front 3-point on it, that could tow this. Yeah. Well, that's not so bad. Let's get the rest of these bales over to the BGA quick and see where we're at in terms of how we're doing, because we can just leave these. I mean, I'm assuming they'll actually let us leave them there. They might not. But yeah, let's actually, where are we? We're not that far from the farm. Okay. So if we take the next left, we can just head back up quick. So I'm thinking we'll drop the oh yeah, there's our field there. Drop the windrower off at the farm quick, and then we can bring everything all back at once, hopefully. So, and then we can figure out where we're going to go from there. And plus we can think about maybe getting a trailer as well. Because if we can, well, if we have a yeah, if we put a front 3-point link on the tractor instead of the trailer hitch, then we could potentially drag everything over to the next field in one shot. That'd be nice. Okay, let me get this done, and we'll head back down to the field and get the rest of the bales hooked up on this and bring them back up here. Actually, let's leave the mower off as well. That way we won't have any extraneous bits and bobs weighing us down. Yeah, I'm going to lower it first. Okay, and now we're going to head back down to the field. So I shall see you again shortly. Okay, here we are. We've got everything loaded up. I had to run back and grab the drawbar for the Unitrack here, so we can at least tow everything. So we've got that, and we've got these 5 bales with us, so that's good. We'll take these back to the farm and drop them off quick, and see where we go from there. I'm thinking we'll probably take some of those other contracts and get on with those, and see where we are, because obviously this is going to be a good little earner for us. Get some silage out of this and pop down to the BGA with it. Oh, you had to run over there, didn't you? Yes, thank you. Always wants to use the crossing. But yeah, we'll see where we are, because obviously once these turn into silage, then we can pop them in the BGA and get some good money off of it. So with that in mind, we are going to close out that contract. Probably shouldn't do this while driving, but there you go. Actually, let's not. Okay, make sure we're safe. There we go. We'll whiz it up to the top there, and collect. Lovely. So that's a nice, I'd say easy 3 grand, 3.5 grand. It really wasn't easy, but oh, there's the S's catching up a bit. It actually wasn't that bad, you know, for first run. It'll take a little bit of just getting used to, you know, working out the rhythm of how it's all going to work. But I think it's going to work pretty well. It's an odd combination of things, but we've got our little road train going on here. We've got a transport device, so that's handy. And where's the? Oh yeah, it's this way. I was about to say, where's the farm at? I've lost the farm. We are just about there now. And so long as we're careful, even stacked up with 8 bales, this thing isn't bad. Okay, so we just have to figure out where we're going to pop these. Well, we've got a little bit of barn space. We could possibly get the thing out, pop them under cover there. They don't really need to be undercover, but you know, we'll see. Okay. Let's just get the ReverS up and done there, and we shall just back this in here for a second and drop it off so we can get those bales sorted. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna run over here quick and change some of the linkages around. Well, not the linkage, but Well, yeah, we'll put the 3-point link on the front and get some wheel weights on this. Okay, well, I think that's pretty much it for today, though. We'll just get this modified up a little bit and maybe see about doing a couple more of these baling contracts. There's still a good bit of time left in the day, so we may continue with this next episode. More baling fun, who knows? Who knows what's going to be next on the farm? But yeah, so if you've enjoyed whatever this was, then please give us a like and hit that subscribe button. And comments are always welcome. Sharing this video would be greatly appreciated. And above all else, I really appreciate you guys watching, so thank you. And with that, I shall see you next time. Cheerio.